All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. I'm, of course, Gregor Guy, joined here by Mr. Co-host, Mr. Casey. And we will be doing episode 11 of the Bangcast here this week. So, for this week, I thought it would be interesting for us to talk about where we feel the state of video games are at.
As a whole.
As a whole, basically in general. I mean, we can touch on specific things. Obviously, I play games, you play games, and you play games. So we're all kind of, to an extent, in some form or way, gamers, I would say.
We enjoy.
And obviously, I had this idea when, it kind of started last week when we were talking to our, prior guest, and he was talking about.
Does he play video games?
Yeah, he plays a little bit. But also at the same point in time, there was news that came out this week that Microsoft purchased Activision for a stupid amount of money. I believe it was almost $69 billion.
Most people think that it generally speaking should have been higher.
Higher than $69 billion.
Well, you have to think about Call of Duty and Blizz and World of Warcraft are two of the most popular games in the world. First person shooter wise,
pass here soon.
Yeah. First person wise, Call of Duty is probably the top of the list right now for shooting games, especially in Battle Royale. And then you got World of Warcraft, who for at least 20 years has been the top MMO massive role-playing game.
Has it been 20 years?
It's been probably a little slightly longer than that.
Yeah. Well, World of Warcraft's been out for.
Yeah. I didn't know it was 20 years though.
But I mean, just to put this in perspective, Microsoft purchased Bethesda for like $8 billion.
Well, Bethesda's been kind of falling apart. I mean, let's be honest. Blizzard and Activision have been kind of falling apart. Also, I mean, let's be Call of Duty is still on top, but Blizzard by itself and with World of Warcraft, they've been slowly eroding, and Final Fantasy 14 started passing them up on the MMO.
Yeah,
scale.
I think Final Fantasy actually stopped people from buying a game like a month or two ago because the servers couldn't handle.
Well, I think the reality is that Final Fantasy, yes, they've gotten a little bit better at their MMOs, but it's more of World of Warcraft not living up to their expectations on creating video games.
Just gravitating to something else.
I think it's only gravitating just because the game has gotten so stagnant, and the story's gotten bad, and they've been having behind the scenes problems with sexual harassment. And if they're not still getting sued, they were getting sued by the state of California.
The state of California is still for sexual harassment?
For like covering up, like
okay.
issues.
All right. Oh, so basically withholding information or something nefarious to that effect?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
And it's also, I mean, it's they're the saying, getting woke and going broke. Blizzard's kind of going that direction too. They had like pictures.
One of many.
Yeah, they had like pictures of backgrounds of like I'm not gonna say scantily clad, but like just women wearing like they're like a bikini or something like that on like a picture in the background. And now they
in their game?
Yeah, in the game.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and they replaced it with apples and oranges and fruits.
Would they replace what exactly?
The background picture. It's just like if you're walking through a building, right, and there's a picture on a wall. Well, it's not like in your face type of thing, but it's just like a picture for
It'll catch your eye.
The ambiance of the game.
Yeah. Right.
They replaced women with fruits.
So it's just a picture of a fruit in the background.
Yes.
That sounds like one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my entire life. But anyway. Okay, now let me ask you this: do you think that Microsoft purchasing, Activision Blizzard, do you think that will see a quality improvement or a
You can hope.
A sway.
or something different that more or less that you haven't seen out because you play the world or you have in the past played World of Warcraft, right? And I do believe you also told me that it seemed like the game is just
the story
stagnant. I
the
believe
story's
was
getting bad. The real problem that I have with the game isn't with the content in general. I mean, even though they could and should add more. The problem is that they're wasting times with these systems within the game. They're just overloading the game with like systems of progression, and it's very annoying, especially if you want to create more than one character, to go through all these processes over and over again to get your character to be optimized.
Okay.
I think my thing with the whole gaming realm right now is the loss of creativity. Like you don't see innovative games very often.
We're going to get into that here very shortly.
Yeah.
So
That's my
hold that thought. But yeah, I mean, just kind of sum this a little bit up. First of all, I am not obviously you guys know this, but I am not a Call of Duty fan.
no.
So-
It's just mindless.
So to me, them picking up the Activision Blizzard company, it just doesn't do anything for me. Now, I guess we should also state that I am an Xbox gamer, you are an Xbox gamer, and you are a PC gamer.
Right.
But I mean, we probably should have started out with that. But
I mean, it's still gonna bounce back to Microsoft. They're gonna get revenue from Call of Duty and shit. So
right, but
it's
I mean,
gonna help
this,
them.
okay, yeah, I mean, to
They
an
have
extent.
indie.
Could you see them at some point in time making Call of Duty a Xbox exclusive?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you really think they would just deny that amount of revenue just to shit on PlayStation?
Yeah, because they wanted to do
Warzone.
basically they wanted to cross-platform with PlayStation. PlayStation shut that down. So I think this is Xbox's little rebuttal, big rebuttal.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is their fuck you moment.
Yeah. Basically, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay, that's an interesting point.
Warzone is a free-to-play game, so it's not like they have to put it on. Like this, I mean, I guess Sony has to leave it on there and put it on there, but it's not like they're making any money out. Here's the. This is what I think Xbox.
It doesn't matter if it's a free to play game. They're still making money on it, but continue.
Right.
So
Microsoft, I think their real goal is to expand the Game Pass. The Game Pass is Microsoft's goal. It is 100%. And
and it's worth every bit of $15 a month, if you ask me.
right. And here's the thing with, I mean, Warzone's definitely gonna. If you have to download Game Pass to play Warzone, a lot of more people are going to be on Xbox Game Pass. And with Blizzard and World of Warcraft, they have subscribers. Everybody's on a subscription. There's people all around the world on the subscription.
How much is the subscription for World of Warcraft? Do you remember?
I think it's probably like $15 a month.
There
Probably
you
about
go.
the same.
So you get World of Warcraft plus all the other games.
So if you add that player base into Xbox Game Pass, just merge it together, you have probably added maybe at least a couple million more people to your Game Pass. I don't even want to fathom what that is, especially if they improve the game and try to because there's a lot of people that have unsubscribed from World of Warcraft over the past probably 6 months. A lot of people, and that's because the game. If they can improve that game, they're going to get a whole lot more.
It's getting stagnant and boring.
Right.
Well, you got like I said, you're a PC gamer. Do you see do you see World of Warcraft coming to console after this purchase?
That's some of the fears that some of the World of Warcraft players have. But you have to remember that Final Fantasy 14 is on console. It is on. It is on PlayStation, and it's more than likely, I believe they're gonna try to merge it. Problem is, I mean, it's gonna take a lot of changes to World of Warcraft because there's a lot of buttons in World of Warcraft.
Right. They're gonna.
There's a lot of different spells, and there's no way you're gonna put all that on a.
I'll tell you right now. I don't want to have to deal with Elite Dangerous type controls on that. But anyway.
Well, Elite Dangerous is slower.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a lot of changes to the game in order to fit it on, and they're going to have to.
I don't particularly see that, coming. If anything, they will design a new World of Warcraft with consoles in mind.
Well, I mean, you have to think about they put Rust on console. Rust was a PC game, and that game is absolute crap on the console. It is not good at all.
PUBG's a pain in the ass on console. PUBG is so.
I was very good at, well, I mean, I'm not going to say I was better than a lot of people, but I mean, the controls were fine on
after you got the hang of them, but they were just awkward.
It's because they were different.
Yeah.
They were just slightly different.
And that's why it took me for you to get your first win in a PUBG game. It's probably the only person I ever killed in that fucking game.
I was going to say, what were you, army crawling through the grass? that was his style. We'd all be dead, and he'd be like...
Yeah.
Well, I tried to sneak up on somebody.
Look to your left. Did you say right?
I don't claim to be good at first-person shooters at all, man.
No, that's not your thing.
Not my thing.
All I had to do was carry him to the end, and he'd get that last kill.
Yep.
That's the way it would work.
How it works. Last kill cam. Big guy.
Injure him so he can sneak up.